Welcome back to Tully Television, everyone, and today we're going to be doing a character spotlight, and that character spotlight is going to be the character known as Moon Knight. Before we get into all that, though, I want to thank everyone who's been stopping by, liking, subscribing, sharing, hitting all on that bell notification next to the red subscribe box. If it's red, that means you didn't subscribe yet. So in the season of caring, hit that red subscribe bar. Let's grow our community higher, bigger, however you want to say it, by hitting all these buttons and getting us into the YouTube algorithm. But let's get into the character known as Moon Knight. With Hawkeye in the rearview mirror and Spider-Man making $1 billion, our last two MCU outings have been pretty darn good. We've got the return of Kingpin. We've got the return of Daredevil. Both played by the actors who did so well with them in the Netflix series. We got to see Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield, and Tom Holland all be Spider-Men, so to speak. We got to see the infamous Spider-Man pointing meme in live action, okay? Wherever the road brings Spider-Man and Hawkeye now, and Kate Bishop and those characters, we shall soon see down the road. But with the new MCU shows coming out, Moon Knight is going to be the first one to start coming out in the next couple months. What Disney Plus is going to do is they're going to put out the Book of Boba Fett, which is a Star Wars property, which I will also be covering and doing a spotlight on Boba Fett to help people just brush up on the history with him. But Moon Knight, let's get into Moon Knight. Moon Knight I've always found to be an interesting character. A lot of people compare him to Batman, and in the only real sense are they even remotely the same is that they both are like normal people and use a billionaire or millionaire personality to fund their crime fighting scenarios and plans, but where Batman ends, Moon Knight begins, because Batman has made it a vow to never really kill anybody. Moon Knight has always been that one that doesn't care about whether he kills a criminal or not, a villain or not. I mean, he's not killing people who are out there jaywalking or shoplift a 6-pack of beer. He might beat you up. Not really for the jaywalking, but the more serious crimes, the more serious people he's facing, the murder is not off the table. Initially, we known him as Mark Spector. After seeing his fellow mercenary bushman, murder archaeologist Dr. Peter Alaroon, it led into a confrontation between the two of them, with Bushman leaving him dead in the desert sands of Sudan. As he was laying there dying, he made the deal with the Egyptian god of the moon, Khonshu, and with that, Khonshu raised him basically from the dead, becoming Moon Knight, the right hand of Kenosha. Now, he also helped create other personalities like Jake Lockley and there's like a billionaire. Well, I'm going to get into the Jake Lockley character. Jake Lockley was the character or personality that he knew, that he created to gain information off the streets, you know. He would be like the guy driving the cab at night, bring people here, bring people there, and you know, that kind of helped him gain like information on possible things that were going on. Mark Spector was the mercenary, and billionaire. Okay, yeah, and then billionaire business mogul Steve Grant was the other character he created, so he can explain. So he doesn't have to explain where he's getting all this money from, and keeping each thing separated. And most recently, in the last few years, he's come with another personality, Mr. Knight. And now I'm unfamiliar with the personality traits and the story of this personality, so I'm not going to really give my thoughts on that. But those are three main personalities that were associated with Moon Knight. Each character providing a different viewpoint and purpose. And for here on out, I'm just going to refer to him as Mark or Moon Knight to avoid confusion on the fact that I'm talking about the same person. Mark also was a professional boxer or amateur boxer. He was a Marine. He was a CIA operative. He grew up in Orthodox Jewish home. He had a brother named Randall, in which down the road they would have times of conflict with each other, and you know, everyone's got to have a family member they don't get along with. Hold on. His powers that were presented to him, to Kanashu, and I'm probably mispronouncing that, his strength and his powers are affected by the phases of the moon. Such powers include enhanced or enhanced strength depending on the moon, certain visions that may be able to be interpreted and be able to tell what's going to go on in the future, and the ability to drain life force from his enemies. To my knowledge, this has been a more recent power, because back when I was getting into comic books, he didn't really have that power. He has two companions that basically have stuck by his side all these years, through all of it. One person was Marlene, his on-again, off-again romantic interest. She's always been there, even though they have not always been together romantically. Another guy, John Paul Duchamp, aka Frenchie. They met in their mercenary days, and Frenchie is basically, for lack of a better term, like an Alfred. Well, here he repairs the vehicles. He tries to make sure everything is in place for Mark to when he goes out and does his crime fighting. um, he did suffer a few mental breaks. The first one came from when he was battling Bushman, and Bushman had destroyed the statue of Kenosha that Mark had, that he thought was a connection that was destroyed, and he wound up going a little Lulu after that, and he kind of recovered from that. He was at one point a member of the West Coast Avengers, and separated from the group with Tigra and Mockingbird due to their stance of no killing criminals. Mockingbird at the time had killed someone that had assaulted her in a not very pleasant way, and she killed him. And Hawkeye at the time was very disappointed that he never told her, that she never told him, meaning, and he was still very against it, even though me as a husband, I would understand why my wife killed her attacker. I would just be like, I'm sorry I couldn't get to him first, and that would be my approach, like, I'm sorry I couldn't get to him first, sweetheart. But yeah, so her, Tigra, and Moon Knight left. Moon Knight again went out on his own. Had to battle his brother again, Randall, when he returned as Shadow King. After that encounter really made Moon Knight harder and more on that there's no lines to cross. During the Civil War story, he initially registered as a superhero and worked for S.H.I.E.L.D., but when Black Spectre framed him for murder, S.H.I.E.L.D. fired him, and being disenfranchised with everything, trying to do everything the right way this time, he just decided to kill the Black Spectre for the setup of murder. If you're going to accuse me of murder anyway, that's how Mark looked at it. Moon Knight looked at it. So then things calmed down from there, and he's got a new series out, and a new television series coming out. The television series, Moon Knight is played by Oscar Wilde. He's been in such movies as the new Star Wars sequel movies. He was Apocalypse in the X-Men movies. He was in this one movie a few years back that, I can't remember the name of it now. He kind of was like a union leader or something like that, / guy with connections to the mob, and he kind of played like a Michael Corleone character. I can't remember the name of this movie right now for the life of me. But anything that Oscar Wilde has been in, I've been a fan of. He's a really decent actor. Oh, he was also in Dune recently. I liked him in Dune. I thought he was really great in that movie too. So I'm pretty excited about Moon Knight and how he's gonna take the character, because I feel like he's very dedicated to his craft, and so I'm super excited about a superhero that I love, and an actor playing him that I love as well. Moon Knight first appeared in Werewolf by Night number 32, which came out in August of 1975. So Moon Knight is technically older than me by a full year. And so that's crazy to think about, that Moon Knight is almost a 50-year-old character. It's pretty wild. He's been shown in games, he's been shown in some animated stuff, but I believe that this is going to be the first real attempt at a live action Moon Knight anything. So yeah, I'm pretty pumped. But yeah, that's some background information about Moon Knight, aka Mark Spector, before we start going into the series soon. And let me know what your favorite Moon Knight character personality has been. Is there a major difference between him and Batman, or is he Batman light? You let me know down below. Let me know whether you like Moon Knight or not. Let me know if you think this show's going to do any good. Leave all that Moon Knight related stuff down below. And let's start a discussion, I guess. But yeah, I want to thank you guys for stopping by again. And it really means the world to us with the year winding down and the new year coming up. I hope we can grow more than we've grown before, and with so much stuff in store, I can't wait to share it with you guys. And I really hope that we get all the awesome content that we can get, and have me bring it to you guys and show you where we're at, and hopefully we can all have a great time together. But until next time, peace, Nickums.